restoring men in history. This is a fun one today. Cigars. There was a gentleman on YouTube that messaged me in the comment section and asked for a cigar recommendation. I gave him one. So we're going to talk about 10 cigars today and give some recommendations on these cigars and talk about them a little bit. So we'll try to pick 10 cigars that I love and that other people that I've given them to have loved. So not just me, but I've given them to people at meetings, given them to people in the groups, and handed these cigars out. And all of these cigars but one, I put one in that I don't really care for, that I don't smoke very much, but it's a super strong cigar. So I'm going to put it in there in case someone out there loves super strong Maduro cigars, but I don't smoke it that much. We'll get to it. And we'll do more videos on cigars, on how to light them and all that. But today I just want to hit 10 cigars. And let's start with this quote. A good cigar, and I think it's very accurate. A good cigar is as great a comfort to a man as a good cry is to a woman. Isn't that fantastic? I think that's fantastic. And it's true. I think for me, at least, it's true. If you like our message so far, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Thank you. Cigars are great for thinking. They're great for reading books alone. They're great. They're super fantastic for just getting together with another guy and having what? A deep political, philosophical, interesting discussion. Talk about them, talk about their goals, get to know each other, and have that deep bond with another male friendship and camaraderie. You talk about girls, you can talk about politics, history, anything you want. But think about this. Cigars tend to, at that moment, they can restore you after a difficult day of deals or whatever you're doing in life. They can restore you after you've had a terrible fight with a girl or something. So they can restore you, cigars, and they tend to slow down time, right? But in fact, and here's what happens with John and me when we go smoking a cigar, John Wilson, we'll get out smoking a cigar, and it does seem to slow down time so much that we will blink and we'll start at, let's pick out a time, 3 o'clock, and it'll get to midnight, and it seems like minutes have gone by, right? Now that's slowing down time. I sit there with John Wilson, we can talk from 3 to 1 a.m. and it feels like minutes. Same thing I did with Jack Marino, right? Same thing I did with other men. What are you looking for in a cigar? What makes a good cigar? We'll go a little bit that. Before we get to the 10, let's just talk about that just for a second, a little bit. We won't do everything, I don't think. But I've smoked many, many cigars over the years, and I've my go-to cigars. I've got the value cigar that you can smoke all the time, special cigars that you can smoke once in a while because you don't want to spend that much. And I've handed them out, like I said earlier, to men in the groups and gotten their feedback. And in meetings, I give away cigars. And with friendships, when we meet, I give away cigars. So I also have a lot of feedback from others. As you know, we do these monthly cigar discussion groups with many different groups. So we've got a lot of feedback from a lot of different guys. So what counts in a cigar? Construction's very important, right? You want a good construction because have you ever had a cigar where it's coming apart? So most of these cigars I'm going to give you today have all good construction. And that's something universal, right? We probably all want good construction. We probably don't want the cigar unraveling as we smoke it. We probably want it even burn. And we probably want a consistent manufacture, right? What do I mean when I say consistent? So when we say consistent, I can go to this cigar store in this town, this cigar in this store in a different city, and all different locations, and buy the, say, Perdomo brand. And I will know, because Perdomo is very consistent, and I've tried many of their cigars in many different areas and many different shops, and it's always consistent. You know what you're going to get. It's not like a box of chocolates, right? You know what you're going to get with Perdomo. They're very consistent. What else? They have a good draw, and I like a good, easy draw in a cigar. Not too easy, a little bit of draw, but not plugged and not where you have to work it. So a good draw. So Perdomo cigars have a good draw. They are consistent. You can go to this shop or that shop or this shop, and they will be consistent. So those are some of the things that most people, I think, want in a good cigar, and that would be a cigar, good cigar. Now you get to taste. Taste is very important. That, of course, is going to vary. Do you want mild, medium, strong, super strong? Do you want Habana wrapper or Connecticut wrapper or what kind of wrapper? And we're not going to go into everything. We're just going to pick 10 cigars, but I wanted to give you a brief overview, and then we'll come back and go through all of this with you. Ecuadorian wrappers, one of my favorites, and my favorite country origin is probably Nicaraguan blends. I just prefer Nicaraguan blends. So you're going to see a lot of Nicaraguan Ecuadorian wrappers today. But most of these cigars come in Connecticut and Maduro as well, so you can buy that if you wish. The Ecuadorian wrapper, I think, has a little more flavor and taste to it, but it has no bitterness. Connecticut's a little too light for me in most cigars. How do you want to order these cigars? You can go into a shop and try one, or you can go online and order a 5-pack so that you can try them. So let's start with a new cigar smoker or a light cigar smoker, or say that you want to have a light smoke during the day. Avo's pretty good for that in many of their cigars. The Avo Classic, it is light, it's still a good draw. It's smooth and creamy. It's got a Connecticut wrapper with no bitterness. It's well priced as well. You can buy it for a good price. And I think most people can handle this one. So Avo Classic. Avo XO. It stays medium, but I would say mild medium to me, the Avo XO, but it's a good cigar. Many could smoke this one. Cigar International states Connecticut seed, sun-grown Ecuadorian wrapper leaf that's incredibly smooth, almost no veins. Veins, what are we talking about here? You want it to be smooth and see no visible veins. That's usually a better cigar, right? So I'm glad we read that. So it's a good cigar company. Underneath, Dominican binder and long filler support a medium-bodied profile with notes of cream, wood, spice, and dried fruits. All right, so that's that cigar. It's a good deal, incredible value. It has good construction, it doesn't come apart, and it has a good draw. So it does have consistency. I've tried a lot of different Avos at a lot of different stores, from LA to Tennessee to all over to Texas. So I have tried many Avo in different cigar shops and different shops. I've also given that cigar to a lot of people, and most people find it fine. Some people will find it too mild for them if they're a big cigar smoker and like strong cigars. So again, with the Avos, I wouldn't give that to a strong, if you're buying a gift, I wouldn't give that to a strong cigar smoker, but there are Avos that are stronger, and we'll show you those in a minute. There's a really great one with a strong flavor, and we'll give you that. That's a strong Perdomo Habano Bourbon Barrel Aged Sun Grown. This is one of my very favorite cigars. It's a fantastic value as well. Perdomo Habano Bourbon Barrel Aged Sun Grown. So it gets on International Cigar, it gets 4.79 out of 5, 81 ratings. All right, Perdomo Habano Bourbon Barrel Aged Cigar, Sun Grown, features a wrapper that has been double aged, first for at least 6 years, before being put to sleep for an additional 10 months in bourbon barrels, according to Cigar International. So the blend is finished off with a mix of long fillers from different countries and Nicaragua, resulting in a full-bodied blend with flavors of spice and earth. So that gives you a full-bodied blend, and it's a really wonderful cigar. I smoke it all the time in the groups. I smoke it all the time with my friends, and I give these out. This is probably the #1 cigar I give out, and when I give it out, everybody said that's a great cigar. I've never had anybody say that's not a good cigar. So not just me, but everybody I've given out to has enjoyed it. Now, sizes. You can get different sizes, right? So let's go on the sizes. One of the most popular sizes for a lot of people is the Toro. It's 6x54, which in this line of Perdomo is called the Epicure here. So some like the 7x54 Churchill. I smoke a lot of this, so I happen to have one still after the conference, even though I've blown through all my cigars. There is this one. All right, so you can get a feel for that cigar. That's 7x54 Churchill. That's one of my favorite sizes. I buy this size and this cigar all the time. Have it at every group, have it at all my meetings. I always have one of these. And I've smoked the Toro and the Gordo too in this. The 6x60 is the Gordo, so you know the sizes, and the Toro. So a lot of people like the Toro size. I tend to go with the Churchill. So anyway, Gordo 6x60, I smoke a lot of those as well. And again, this cigar has had the consistency everywhere I've gone. So consistency, construction, gauge, you now know gauge. And I guess we'll do a whole cigar course, but anyway. Doesn't come apart, burns evenly, nice even burn. And I think it's one of the best values. So, Robusto size is 5x54, just so you know, so sizes. And for Dave Harrington and Jeff Snow, first class gentlemen, both of them, they have it in Maduro. All right, so those gentlemen like Maduros. So that's probably my go-to cigar. I smoke it all the time and most often. And I think it's worth trying. Again, your taste and flavor could be different in wrapper. They have it in Connecticut, they have it in Maduro, and they have it in this one. So this is the wrapper I prefer, the Ecuadorian. So Habano. So, and it's full medium or full. They say it's full. So anyway, another good one is Perdomo 20th Anniversary Sun-Grown. Perdomo 20th Anniversary Sun-Grown. And it comes as in Maduro as well for you Maduro smokers. Maduro is going to be a darker leaf, by the way, and it's going to seem stronger most of the time to you. So Connecticut's the lightest. Then you've got Ecuadorian and Habano that are in the middle. Now, a little bit stronger. The first class gentleman, Jeff Snow, likes this cigar in the Flying Pig, Liga Privada T52. So that's one of his favorites from the groups. He's a gentleman in the group, so I wanted to give you, it's a little more expensive. And I've had many of these as well, smoked many of these. And they're a consistent company, made by Drew Estates. So Flying Pig is his favorite, but again, you can get that in different sizes. I smoked the larger sizes. It's a little stronger and a little darker, costs a little more. Cigar International states bold, distinct, and loaded with notes of leather, earth, spices, and black pepper. T52 is robust and satisfying. It is. And I also like the number 9. Just while we're here, the Liga Privada number 9 is also very good. It's very smooth. Okay? Good wrapper, great blend, very good cigar. That's the number 9 Liga Privada. All right, back to Avo. This is a fantastic cigar, and I've given this to I've given this to many, many people in LA and all over the place in Tennessee. So the Avo Syncro Nicaragua. Let me say it again, the Avo Syncro Nicaragua. This is a strong cigar, a good cigar. It's got good flavor. It's even, doesn't get boring. And I've smoked many, many of these cigars. It's also box pressed. And I usually smoke the 6x60 in this, the Gordo size. And everybody that I've given this to has really enjoyed this cigar. All right, I've given it to many different people. So that's a good note. And it has produced many thank yous to me. So it has an Ecuador, Connecticut wrapper, which I tend to buy, but your taste counts the most again. I'm just telling you what I've given people and what I've smoked and what they've liked and what I've liked. And this has been well received when I've given it out at meetings or given it out to friends. Another note, box pressed makes it, usually a box pressed has a good even draw. It's not plugged, and it's usually, this cigar has a good draw, and usually a box pressed, because of the way they press it, has a great draw. Okay, a draw is very important to me. If a cigar's got a bad draw, I usually throw them away. I'm not going to sit there and work to not enjoy a smoke when you're supposed to be enjoying it after doing deals or something. All right, what's this say? Nutrient-rich tobacco from the revered volcanic soils of different places. Dressed in a gorgeous, oily, dark Ecuador, Connecticut wrapper, concealing a Dominican binder and Nicaraguan Dominican long fillers. Avo Syncro Nicaragua makes its presence known immediately. So it's got good fillers. Medium to full body, and with spot-on construction, expect a flavorful kick of spice and pepper before the cigar settles into notes of cream. Anyway, I got a 93 rating. Moving on, this is not one of my cigars. But if you want to try something really strong and really dark and a Maduro, and again, this is not my cigar, but just to give you something different, you will want something super strong and super dark. It's the La Flor Dominicana Double Ligero Maduro. All right. So I've been around people in the groups that when they're in the mood for something super strong, they like the Star. I don't buy it much. I've had it a few times. It's not my cigar, but there's something you can try if you want something super dark and super strong. Louisiana Epernay, if you want something different, unique, and a good flavor. The Louisiana Epernay Series 2009 is a great cigar. Let me see what it says. It's a cost a little bit more than the Perdomos, but sometimes you want something different, and I'll get it. And I've really enjoyed it. It's got a unique flavor. So when you want something different, I recommend this. You want to try something different, try this one. Number 9, Great Cigar. I smoke this sometimes. Bought this for people. This has also been well received when I've given it out. Trying not to give you just my opinion, but cigars I've given out as well. Foundation El Guahuense. All right, it's spelled Gueguense, so you know the spelling, but it's pronounced El Guahuense. Foundation cigar. It got good ratings. It's Nicaraguan, Its name means the wise man, it says on Cigar International. It's one of the oldest known Nicaraguan plays. That was the debut blend for the Foundation Cigar Company. They have good cigars. So it's got a Corojo 99 wrapper and binder and a blend of Corojo and Criollo long fillers from 11 and 12. I'm not going to be worried about the pronunciation here. I just read stuff. So the blend has been additionally aged in cedar before release and is an elegant, complex, and well-balanced cigar. That is true. It's elegant, well-balanced, and complex. Received a 92 rating. The combination of different varietals from different regions make this an interesting tasting melange of Nicaraguan tobacco. That's true. It's good. When I taste it, I'll mix it in sometimes. I'll get this cigar for something different to mix it up. And it's always been a fine cigar, and I've enjoyed it. So I think we're at number 10 now, right? One of my favorite cigars and great for a gift, the Davidoff Late Hour Churchill. This is something special. I don't buy it often. It's very expensive, but I do it every year after the fall conference with Jimmy, my good, excellent, one of my best friends. We do it every year at the end of the conference, the day after the conference, the fall men's conference. And then once in a while, if it's a special occasion, I'll do this, but I don't do this cigar very often at all. Davidoff Cigar International states Davidoff celebrates this character with tobacco that is aged in Scotch single malt whiskey cask to bring out a unique complexity and a depth of balanced flavors. It does have that. Varying layers of black pepper, dark coffee, sweetness, leather, wood, and spiciness. So if you want to do this for Father's Day, you give it away for Father's Day, give it away for Christmas, give it away as gifts. It's a nice gift. You could get somebody 1 or 5 of these and it would be a great gift. We always do it after the RMH Gentlemen's Conference, the Davidoff Late Hour Churchill. So there are some cigars. There's 10 cigars that you can try. 9 of those I really like, and 1 is thrown out to you so in case you like super strong Maduro. So go have good conversations and enjoy these cigars and try them out, and we'll come up with another list later. And we'll do a list on lighters and how to light a cigar and that kind of thing. We have to do more things on cigars because I believe in cigars. Really, I think they really enrich my life and have over the years and helped develop and build phenomenal relationships. And I think life is about good relationships. And I have so many relationships that have built around good conversation in a cigar club with excellent cigars. So let's end with this quote. Happiness, a good cigar, a good meal, a good cigar, and a good woman. Or a bad woman. It depends on how much happiness you can handle. George Burns. Thank you. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification button. We appreciate it.